A bit of a trying day. It was nice sleeping weather, and I didn't want to get up. I get up, I fall back asleep. I get up, fall back asleep. And my head itched everywhere, and I don't know if I was sleeping while I was itching, but I was conscious of itching my head, scratching my whole head until I felt satisfied. Then I fell back asleep. And then I got up and I don't even think I ate breakfast. I don't think I did. I don't even know. My mind's been kind of out to lunch lately without me. Then I was going to lie back down again because I just didn't feel like doing anything. I had a few things I had wanted to do. I didn't have to do them. Well, I lay back down, the phone rang, and it was my friend in Missouri. He's off today. And his life has turned into a soap opera from hell. It's very difficult trying to be a friend, trying to be tactful, trying to give good advice and not hurt their feelings. He's going through an awful, awful lot. I don't know what all he stirs up himself because I hadn't. Before this month or so, I had not heard hide nor hair of him for 50 years, so I take what he says with a grain of salt because he might not see. When you're in the middle of something, you don't see all the sides. You only see from the inside out. So I would need to see it from the outside or talk to other people from the outside and to get a better picture. But I'm just trying to be a supportive friend, and it's very tiring. Very tiring. And then I went to the store for a couple things, and he called back. We talked for quite some time. I was parked in the shade at a Goodwill or something, Salvation Army. Because I have some hair up my butt to make like a little encasement for my laundry basket. But Brian and Ash are throwing away an old desk. I might be able to dismantle it and reconfigure it to make I don't need to buy anything, so we'll see about that tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get some decent sleep and feel better tomorrow, like doing stuff. Of course, the cold medicine that I take really zonks you out too, so that probably was part of it. Then I get stuck in traffic from hell. Lately, the traffic has been incredibly bad. Incredibly bad. And I went on GasBuddy.com to find the cheapest gas around here was $5.05 a gallon for the cheapest. That's what it is around here. It goes up from there. A lot of places had $6.50 per gallon. It's just outrageous. And they don't really have mass transit. Unless you live within a city that has its own mass transit, there really isn't any. And that's why there are so many cars. And that's why all this car-related stuff is so expensive. Yeah, there's something to be said about a small town. A walkable town. It was fairly decent weather today. I got back and I played with Spencer for a little bit. And we were out in the backyard. My friend called again. I told him I'd call him back. So Spencer and I were lying in the grass looking up at the sky and watching airplanes go by. And he got up and he walked about 10 feet away and he sat down and he stared at me. Then he had this sly grin on his face, like he was making his mind up to do something, and I knew it was something. He comes running across the yard and does a flying body slam right on top of me. Boom, right in my gut. His gut to my gut. It didn't hurt either one of us, and we were laughing and laughing, and he's rolling over. We're rolling back and forth on the grass, and rolling the hay. And for attention, he picks up grass and starts eating it. I don't make a big deal out of it like Daddy and Mommy do. They grab his hand. No, no, no. I said, it's not going to do you any good. Because you're not a cow. And then he goes, moo, moo. I said, really, it won't hurt you, but it's not going to do you any good either. So I don't make a big deal out of it, and it's like, oh, well, all right. So we played out there for a while, and then it started getting dark, and I came in and I stuffed my face and called my friend back, and we had an hour and a half chin wag. I'm trying to give halfway decent advice. He is right in the thick of a great big mess, a big can of worms, and I'm trying to suggest to him that he just needs to pull back from everything and just heal. Just heal from whatever it is that you've got all these irons in the fire and none of them are heating up. So just pull back and just veg. He doesn't like to veg. He doesn't like not doing something. And where he works, one of the rooms, some machinery caught on fire last night, and that won't be ready until Sunday. So he's got a couple days of doing nothing. I tried picking his brain, like, you don't like going fishing, do you? You could go fishing. Or draw pictures or something. Just, you find something you like to do, and just kind of go sit in the park or in the yard or whatever. Just kind of veg out. Look at the leaves and things like that. So it's very tiring being a support for somebody when I have such goofed up interior myself. So tomorrow night is stand-up comedy improvement class or something like that, taught by Nick, who's the head of the improv group. I like him. And I don't think that Michelle will show up because she works at night. I hope she doesn't. I don't know. I don't really want to be a stand-up comedian, but if I amuse people and make them smile or make their day or something, that's what I want to do. It's fun. And it's nice. We'll see. We'll see about that. Right now, and it's melting, I just made myself ice cream with homemade fudge. Ooh, yummy. Just what I need, right? It's about 8 o'clock p.m. It's dark already and everything. I might catch up on a couple videos and then go to bed. Don't know. I will take you with me to the acting thing or the stand-up comedy polishing class or whatever. I don't know. Some of these people, I think they just teach classes. They say they're classes. In other words, I could do the same thing, but I just don't. Who knows? Upward and onward.